I have to say something about this now. So I was watching Mr. Ball. I'm like on a Mr. Ballin roll, I guess, just listening to creepy stories. And today it's like super cold. And, I mean, it goes from so hot to so cold so fast. And, you know, that's a convergence of two systems that can create a really bad storm. So, yeah, it's cold and windy and overcast. Supposedly it's going to be hot again, but, you know, if they're, which we know they are, messing with the weather, then those convergence create huge storms, can create lightning, can create fires, blah, blah, blah. So, anyways, I was watching Mr. Ballin and this story, and I remember kind of something about this, but it happened like 25 years ago. But you know, it's not something I think about. I didn't know anything about it, you know, about these people or anything. I just knew that they had all killed themselves so they could go in the spaceship as it passed by behind the comet. So I was listening to him tell the story. So this cult that was formed was called Heaven's Gate. That's what they called themselves. And the whole thing is some of the stuff that they were saying was, you know, true in a sense. I mean, there will be a spaceship. I do believe there's been spaceships that have come to this planet multiple times. I don't know if they've taken away the whole population, but that's supposed to be what is supposed to be happening. And in the future, you know, at some point, I mean, nobody knows, but you definitely don't have to kill yourself to get on this thing. It will be in a physical form, you know, like with what we understand. The non-physical form stuff starts getting when you start talking about the new Earth. But they're taking the physical form off so the planetary system can ascend. So, you know, you won't have to kill yourself to get on that ship. It would come down, you know. I've heard that people will be kind of like in trances and stuff because people are so panicky. I mean, people are so scared of everything that they can't see. I mean, germs at this point are ferocious monsters. Ghosts are out to murder. Aliens are killers. Demons, I mean, yeah, people are really caught up in this, this illusion. Anyways, so this group of people, which even with the backstory was kind of weird. The two people who made the cult, it was kind of weird. And how I think the guy, I don't know if he went into a mental, he had to go into a hospital for mental illness, and him and the nurse developed this cult. But, you know, some of the stuff I talk about, I know is far-fetched. And apparently, like, there's been cults and stuff. And I have one daughter who's constantly, you know, she thinks I need to, you know, watch stuff about Jones, whatever. She thinks that my beliefs that I'm just going to go and join a cult. And I said, I won't be joining a cult. If anything, it would be people joining my cult. I'm not joining someone's cult. And I said, I know my beliefs. I don't have to, I'm not a cult follower. So, I don't even, you know, just the whole thing about a cult, you know, I don't know. Why do we even label things cults? Like, it's that group of people's beliefs. I mean, it kind of goes over the line when they, you know, if there's somebody who is the leader of this group who gets everybody to believe it's a good idea to kill yourself. When you're alive, your whole point of being alive is to live, to enjoy your life, to express yourself, to, you know, just think of yourself as just, you know, like a little excited creature living inside this body and all the stuff, you know. Yeah, you've got beat down a lot over the years, but you got to find that little excited bit inside of you again and spark it up. And, this is what life is for living, and we're going into such a good time. And it's not going to be anything about you have to kill yourself. This is all about understanding that you can't die. It doesn't matter what happens, to get out of the illusion that there's an end to you. There's not an end to you. The only thing that you will ever do is expand. You won't go away. And you are yourself without this body and without this brain and stuff. You're still you. And, you know, there's lots of people who don't understand that. Just like earlier, like when I was talking to one of my daughters, and I've said it before, so many people in my family are all progressive, you know, science is the God. You believe the science. It's like science shifts more than religion. Like, what are you talking about? Who are you following? And I would like to see who pays their bills, because I don't trust any of them. Bullshit. In this world of greed and corruption, people have sold their word. They've given up on integrity so that they can, you know, go to the Hamptons for summer, you know. They'd rather summer at the Hamptons and, you know, fly to Bali than have integrity. Integrity was like, when I can go on a cool trip, maybe buy a yacht, submarine, that can be handy in this world. So, yeah. There is no science that I would believe. And, you know, I don't know. It's just weird. But when I was like, so, you know, what is your purpose? What is your, you know, what is your life about? Why are you different than everybody else? Are you all the same? Are you like ants? I mean, like, give me more. I really want to understand, like, what your perspective is on this. And those people don't need to have that sad little hope that some of us other people obviously need to survive. It's like, it's not a sad little hope. It's real. It's like a real connection to what's outside of my body. That is, that's like exciting. And, I don't know. It's so weird, but I don't know. For anybody who doesn't have that connection, I wish you could really understand how great it's not like an excuse or you know, like wearing those little army those little floaty things or something. It's not like that. It's not like a safety thing. It is it's an inner knowing. It's an inner peace. It's an inner connection. It's a feeling of knowing who and what you are. You know, these people are so caught up in believing they are what they're told that they are. And right now, like, they're currently trying to take everything away from you so that they can just take the best of the best. They can take the ones they want for food, the ones they want for blood, the ones they want for workers. Slaughter. I'm on the chopping block, guaranteed. So you have your best chance in their world if you don't identify as a gender. Don't identify as a gender. And you are willing to not procreate, and you're willing to work hard for nothing, maybe just a couple little bits of food, you know, their expectation is a lot. And I would rather go out in the woods and live off the flowers and grass before I go and try and survive in their world. You know, I'll go live in a cave. Their world is, it's a much worse place to be. And they've got a lot of people convinced it's going to be great. It's not going to be great. And But anyways, back to the whole thing about the cults and stuff, you know, the people who are in that kind of way of thinking that they don't understand stuff outside of themselves, they can't comprehend about like, okay, yeah, so there's aliens, you know, but you don't like see like, well, we're all connected, you know. If you don't understand like about reincarnation and how we're connected and how we're all a part of the same thing and stuff, you know, then I don't know, it is lost. It's like lost being in the desert. And when you think about some of those biblical stories, there is a lot of people lost in the desert right now. They're deep in it. And I know something's going to happen that's going to wake them up to see. But yeah, there is no like cult thing kind of thing out there. There is an alignment to how you perceive reality and the world and the afterworld and what's out there that you can't see and stuff like that. I wouldn't say, you know, like I wouldn't have a cult. I would never tell anybody to follow me and do what I say and stuff like that. I would not want to carry that karmic debt of having that much influence over someone's decision making. We've got to be free. We need our free will. That's what life is about, or life as a soul, not life on this planet. This life on this planet is about experience. Life as a soul is freedom, free will. So yeah, I don't want to have a cult. I wouldn't follow a cult. And you don't have to kill yourself. But I can completely understand those people when they knew like life wasn't going to end for them. They knew it wasn't ending. I mean, they had total awareness of what they were doing. I mean, maybe they did just all go and get a spaceship and all go, you know, like you create whatever you want your reality to be. So yeah, maybe they've gone out there and created a new universe called Tela. I don't know. But anyway, since there's so much talk lately about the spaceships coming and the event and stuff, because there's the event that's going to wake people up, but then there's the event that's the galactic cosmic event, the cataclysmic thing that, yeah, if the government reported it, then there would be panic. So yeah, I'm sure it does. There's been too many secrets for too long, too much hidden. Even when people, it's still funny because when you see people make fun of Space Force, like they think it's like a joke or something. It's like, you guys, he was letting you know that this is way more advanced than what you think. You know, he's putting it out there for us to join the party. It's like, come on, you guys, get with the program. And, you know, I mean, there's so many whistleblowers from the secret space program that have been speaking out for so many years. Although those people won't listen to, most people won't even listen to a whistleblower. They don't want to believe that, but the same people believe, what's it called? Believe her, I don't know, the whole Me Too and SJW and all this stuff. It's like, can you guys not see that? Like, you've got a hypocritical kind of thing going here. Like, you're not making any sense. You've got to step back and like, you can't just be on labels. You got to step back. Like, what does this mean? What does this mean? You know, you're going to back this up, but you're not going to back this up. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just that lack of awareness, lack of looking into stuff. I mean, we've been watching it for past 2 years. I mean, there's still people going and getting these. At the same time, it's out there. It's not like being reported, but there's definitely enough information out there to know that there's being injury done to people, that people are dying. Who's gonna... There's just a disconnect. in their brains of being able to think logically and use, you know, the critical thinking skills. So, yeah. But anyways, there is no cult. There is no, you know, like, we got to catch that spaceship as it goes by. Everybody's got to kill themselves at once so we can jump on board. You know, that's not what's going on here. So anyways, I'm sure other people are going to run across that. Anybody who would hear some of the stuff I say would probably think I was like a leftover from one of their cult movements or something. I've just heard of them. I am putting my stuff together over watching what has gone on, over my own awakening, over my own loss of losing everything and how I had to rebuild myself after, you know, going through a traumatic event that changed my whole entire life. Then, and, you know, my own abilities to be connected to the other side. I can hear them talking clearly. I'm in constant communication with them since I was a child. That's obviously significant because I don't question it. I don't understand. It's weird when I hear people question it. It's weird when I hear people think like ghosts are so scary and aliens or demons and stuff. Like, you know, but my studying, you know, or draw to the new age over religion because it made more sense to me. Reincarnation makes more sense to me. Purpose and reason for being alive and all of that stuff makes more sense to me. I can't focus on something that doesn't make sense to me. If it makes sense to other people, then good, more power to you. You know, however you need to get close to, if you want to call it God or whatever, close to all things, which is God, which is all of us, then go through whatever means possible. The whole thing is just connecting to that you are more than what you think you are. You're not in this illusion world where you're going to end, where this is all that matters is what's happening here. It's not. This is only a tiny speck of a second in infinity of time. So, you know, hopefully you can just like relieve some of your stress and pressure and stuff and, you know, get into the joy of life, get into the fun part, you know, before it's over. So anyways, I had to just get that out there. So have a great day. Talk to you later.